Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Triple C Creations Crafting coming to you from North Georgia mountains actually, and we're actually seeing some snowfall a couple of days after Christmas here. One of my favorite things to do after Christmas is taking all these beautiful Christmas cards that I got and recycling them into something that I can use next year or maybe even before that, depending on what I do with it. But just to recap, and I'll try to link the video below from last year. So last year I took my Christmas cards and I used, a lot of times I use my my tag Thinlit, and I made these beautiful tags. Now one thing I did not like, and I kind of had to fix these as I went, is my tag Thinlit does a tiny hole. So I mean, that's kind of an easy fix with my hole punch, is just make a bigger hole if I'm actually going to put a string through it and use it. You could probably put a single string through it, but you definitely couldn't put like the curly ribbon that most people use at Christmas, or I say most people, that's what I use. But I use twine a lot, but I like to double up my twine, so it's still not big enough for that. But I did make all of these tags. Some of them are not made. Notice this is kind of my favorite size. I have some bigger ones though, depending on the card and what I wanted to fit. So I needed a bigger tag to fit the Merry Christmas on there. Again, the Merry Christmas. I also did some smaller ones that maybe I could use for embellishments or even tiny packages. And then I did use not just the tag punch, but this is actually the ticket punch. So one of the ticket punches, so that's good too. I could use that as a tag, or even just tape. I'm kind of lazy sometimes, and I just tape one side on so they can flip it up and see who it's from. Let's see what else. And then sometimes I think I just cut them. Yeah, I think this one is just cut. This one I did not use a tag punch. I cut it, probably looks like about 2 by 3, used my corner rounder here and just angled my corners. And I actually have my my little Frisker board to where I can use this to get my tags the same on both sides. That's another video though. Also, I had some just plain tags, and I used the Christmas cards for embellishments on those to decorate them up. So if it wasn't really like a scene that I could use. Also added some, I'm gonna have washi tape that I've added to it. These were some little, I had some odd size cardstock, and I made these little bitty cards. And then, so I made those using just a variety of things. Some of it's scrap cardstock, some of it's embellishments I made from Christmas cards, jewels or stickers from the Dollar Tree. So anyways, all right, so that's what I made last year. So let's look at my cards I've got from this year. And I used a lot of my tags from last year. I did not give any away. That was my plan. I did not give any away, but I am going to do that for next year. I've already got a plan for that, and I'll talk more about that later. So I've got some real pretty cards here. I'm excited. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull out my big guillotine paper cutter, and I'm just going to cut off the card front. Now, I'm not going to throw away this year. I have a plan for this back side. Even if it's got writing on the other side, I got a plan for this. So I'm going to hold on to this, but I am going to go through and I'm going to chop off all these, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I pulled out my heavy duty paper cutter. I've got a big X-Acto guillotine cutter, and I've chopped all these up. So I've got my card fronts and my backs, and we're going to do something with the backs in a little bit, or I have an idea. We're going to try. Then I've pulled out a couple of these that really they're to me, it's a matter of just chopping them up. I don't even need any kind of stencil or anything. This says be merry, be happy, be bright. To me, I see 3 tags. So I'm going to chop this one about right there and right there. Now, if I wanted to, just so that it's kind of they're all kind of more even, I'm going to cut off this red too. I like them like that. And I don't know that I can really, cut a whole lot off. I'm afraid if I cut some off, I'm going to be cutting into the bright, but let's see. So I'm lining my paper up with the bottom of this ruler here. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing, and that will give me the same tag. And then I've got my handy dandy corner punch here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a hole in it. Make sure I got my bigger punch, since remember that's what I was complaining about earlier, is my punch was too little. And there we go. So I'll do the same thing with these 3 and have 3 tags. Now I thought these, I ended up with 2 of these alike. And again, I think I'm going to do 2 tags, Merry Mary and Merry and Bright. Now I could take my tag Thinlit and see like if it'll fit over it, but a lot of times when they're close together, I can't get both of them cut with a Thinlit. So if I really see that, you know, they're going to have 2 good ones, then I'd rather do it like this. And then cuts off a little bit of that end, but I'm okay with that. Oosh. So there we go. I may need to get that a little bit further in. Be careful and don't get it too close. This one, that would be kind of a big tag, or I could just round all of these corners and instead of trying to do like a tag shape, literally just let that be the tag itself. So don't get stuck into that tag shape. Now this one, so I got another one just like that. I'll do something very similar. This one, the way the border is, I thought I would take that off. So I'm going to chop the border off all around it. I'm going to try to kind of get it even to where I've got a red above and a red below. That's about the same. See that? Well, I guess it won't matter. I can't do that. I guess I'll have to cut it right on the green. Live and learn. All right. Let's cut a little bit closer to green that time. Do the same thing with the sides. And I can use those as embellishments on something else then, because they say Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So I'm going to set those to the side and use those on something else. And then this, I think I'm going to cut it down a little bit more and make it a tag. Big surprise. That might be a little bit much. I should have trimmed some off the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to trim some off the top. Almost looks like a crayon right now. Hole punch. A little girl in her stocking. Make a cute gift tag for some little kid, I think. All right. So now then I have a lot of cards are really just big pictures. And I mean, that's okay. Some of the things that I've seen done with these recently, and I haven't done this before, is using this really as your, almost like a package topper. I went to buy some wrapping paper after Christmas on clearance, you know. Walmart, they didn't have a lot of wrapping paper. They had solid craft, like the brown, and then they had solid black. And what I was thinking is if you did that and then you just put one of these on top of your package, like the rest of it would be just, you know, that plain, but this would be the top of your package. And you could even just write directly on this who it was going to. Use some double-sided tape and, like I said, just put this right on there instead of a bow. It would travel a lot easier. Or what you can do is you can still cut it up. Going back to some of mine from last year. So these were scenes. And so I would pick, you know, what I wanted to cut out. And we can do that. With this truck one, I'm really not sure that I want to, you know, do that. But what I did think is I could cut off the Christmas wish. Let's see about that. It does curve, but let's see. If I cut off the Christmas wish, then I would have that as a tag. I'm going to cut a little bit of the white off. So then I would have that as a tag. I don't think I'm going to do the point on one end. And again, I could use my Thinlits. I think this would have been a good one maybe for the ticket punch or the ticket Thinlit. But there's a tag. Okay. And then this one, I've got a lot at the bottom. I think I'm going to trim some off. I'm going to make it kind of more square. I'm going to kind of trim it up closer to the car. And let's round the corners on that. I mean, it's still Christmassy. Car, truck. I think it's a truck. And I know my teenage son would love this. Now, sometimes people do write on both sides. So if you're going to give these away, especially, you know, double check that nothing's written on the back side of these. Okay. So here's another one. This is a wreath. I'm going to cut off the Merry Christmas right at the bottom. I think I could make this one into a tag. Yep. And do a punch. And there we go. Very pretty. And then I got this one left. So this side, these three sides are kind of even. So I'm going to make this side a little bit more even as far as like what's left around the thing. And I'm going to use my big corner rounder. If you had a big circle, you could do a circle one would be good on this one too. I think my only circle one has a lot of the, like the lace around it, and it doesn't have trouble cutting it. So, but I think that's really pretty. And I think that's the top. So let's do this. There we go. All right. So there's that. Now I think here's another one. You know, I hate to cut any part of that off. What I could do though, I mean, this one's already shaped even. One idea about these big ones like this is to cut out the sentiment and let that be a tag, and then let your picture be the other tag. This one is just a winter scene. I can get a couple of tags out of that one. This was a small Christmas card, but this is just the front of it. Like nothing else needed. That is the perfect tag right there. I'm going to punch a hole in it. Well, let's round the corners. I'm a sucker for rounding those corners. I just think it gives it a nice finished look. Kind of makes it easier when you're storing them. So it's even popped up. So I love that one. This one, this would make a good package shopper. It's a very large card. Now, one thing I have seen some people doing is making boxes. Make sure there's nothing on the back. But, and I see that this would make a good box if you could make sure, you know, that was on your top. But then I got to store them. And I really don't want to have to store a bunch of little boxes. So, you know, my idea more of if you're going to do something like that is wait and make the boxes and then use, you know, these things to embellish the top of it. So make your box out of just solid color and then embellish the top. So that's my idea anyways. This, I think I'm going to use my Thinlit and maybe do some tags out of the holly. So I'll lose the center, but it'll give me some tags. I just love this. This is 3D. It's dimensional. I don't know. I don't know if I even want to cut that off or if I just really want to leave that one whole. This one, I think I'm going to use my Thinlits and do a couple of different tags. I can get some tags here. Same with this one. This looks very similar to like this one that I did last year. And see, those are pretty tags. It's got the glitter in it, the glitter accents. Oh, Holy Night. I may try to cut that off. Oh, look at this dog one. Definitely that's going to be a tag, and then this will be a tag down here. Do a couple of tags out of that. Oh, that would be a good one, and then I can get some tags out of that. All right, so I want to pull out my Thinlits and get started, and I'll show you what I got left. Okay, so here's one of the cards, and I decided not to save the words on this. And I'm going to use a couple of dies. And notice, I'm not afraid for my dies to be hanging off. It just makes shorter tags. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the words. It's okay. You know, this is kind of a night sky kind of thing. Now, my corners are not going to be rounded because I did let my tags hang off. But that's okay. Now, if there was another cute object here that I wanted to save, I could take one of my punches and punch it out. That's what I did on this one. It had a star that I had not used, so I just punched it out. But here's a tag. Now, remember I said I did not like my tag punches because the holes were really little. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that bigger. And I'm going to round my corners. Now, I know there's a way that I could get fancy and make my corners match with a little stitch. I'm not worried about it. That's still a decent size tag. Let's see, this one hung off just a little bit, but that's okay. I still like that. I'm gonna go ahead and punch my hole a little bit bigger. All right, so here's that little snowman card, and I'm gonna use one of my ticket punches to get the saying and the star. I'm gonna use a tag to get the snowman, and then I'm gonna use a small tag down here to get this little village down here. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the scarf. I'm not worried about that though. And look at those 3 beautiful tags I got. I'm just going to make my holes a little bit bigger and go ahead and punch a hole in that ticket because it doesn't have a hole. There we go. 3 coordinating tags. And I don't really see, I mean, I could save that glitter if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to chunk it. Now, when I first started this, these were my least favorite cards. Now I think they're my favorite. So, I mentioned before that I would, if I could get maybe another set of tag dies, maybe a little bit different, but this is my favorite size right here. And I mean, I can run this through, and that's what I've done before is I'll run it through. But I'm just gonna, you know, get what I can to fit on here and do it as quick as possible. I'm going to use my ticket tag on this little sign up here, thanking God for you. That will make a cute tag. And really, that even doesn't even have to be Christmas. That could be any season. So I'm going to get 4 tags in one pass right here. And except for having to punch some holes, these will be done. If you're wondering about my layout here, as far as my dies, this is a self-healing cutting mat. That's what I'm trying to say. That I got, I think this one actually came from Dollar General, but any of them will work. I always find them at thrift stores too, and I buy them at thrift stores because they make really good mats for my die cutting machine. And then, like I said, this one doesn't even have to be Christmas. That could be a tag for anything. So 4 tags, 1 pass. I don't really think there's anything. I mean, I could cut some circles or something, but I'm not. I've pretty much used this one. So the little puppy dog one, puppy dogs and cats. I'm gonna get 2 tags at the bottom, and then I'm gonna get a ticket at the top. And you know, your tickets, you may not want to punch holes in it if you think that you may want to use them for card making. But I am going to be making some card sets or tag sets to give away. So I'm just punching holes in everything. And again, I guess I could get a circle there maybe or something. I'm not really thinking a lot about that though. I'm good. So this one's giving me a little trouble, but I think, because I was trying to decide, do I want to get the title up here? Let's see if I get a smaller thinlet. Just not real happy about that. I think I'm just going to use my dies twice. So this is my favorite size. This is a little bit smaller. I could use the big one in the middle. I considered that, but I think I'm going to hold off and see if I can get more tags out of this. This is such a pretty card. So, and even the back of this is pretty. It's, I'll show it to you. So even the back of this. All right, so I'm gonna get that one. So I've got that bag, I've got that present. Okay, and then I'm thinking I wanted to get the tree. See, I can do that. Maybe that. I'd kind of like to have the dog. I don't know that I can get the dog though. I kind of messed it up with this one. But let's do that. And sometimes, you know, whoops, oh, I guess my shim was messed up on that one on the side. So I was talking about my setup here. I didn't have the original platforms. Oh, what do you have? I have one of them. I have the really thick one. And then, but I think I'm missing something here. And I don't use this to cut on. So I use other shims in it. I've got a couple of pieces of cardboard, and that's kind of my cheat sheet on what I need. And then sometimes I'll use the plastic cutting boards. I think I got one of those in here. Yeah, the plastic cutting boards from Dollar Tree as shims. But here's where my design got off my shim, so it won't get enough pressure right there. So, but that's okay. So I got these for, I just don't know that I can get, actually, I think I'm gonna go back and I want to use my paper cutter and get that, those words. That's what I'll do. So, combination. There we go. And I'll also save that. I mean, I could use it as a tag, but I'm going to save that. I really hate that I'm going to lose that cute little dog's head. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Yep. There we go. Okay, so I didn't lose it. I could even, I bet I could do this. Let's see. Oh, it's too big for that one. My size smaller, I don't really know that that would be, yeah, I don't really know that that would be worth anything. All right. Okay, this is another one that I just really wasn't sure about. And other than leaving it whole, my only option was really to just kind of use what's around it. So that's what I'm doing. I've already gotten 2 tags using the holly. I did get some of the letters, but they're gold. They're kind of just gold swirls, so it really doesn't matter. Those are very, very sophisticated looking, I think. I'm going to get one here. I don't know if I'm going to get another one. Let me find my smaller one. If you get I think that's probably going to be the best I can get out of this one. Okay, so here's my final haul. I think I counted 38, and I decided to leave these 3 whole. Okay, you always have those great old big packages that you need big tags for. If not, I can cut them down later, but I'm going to leave those whole for right now. I guess I need to punch holes in them, or I may leave them no hole. Remember how we talked about doing a package topper? So I got those. I got a few embellishments, some strips, some circles. This plaid that was on the card had some glitter, and that was really the only thing I could figure out how to do with it. Got a couple more circles somewhere. I had some photo cards that had these, and they're thick. And I actually cut these off the photo cards. Now I'm gonna put like a white melon label on the back so I can write on these, or you could write in gold. I didn't think about that, but I got those 2 from photo cards. Now some other ideas that I had and I didn't use was if I'd had just some red pattern, I have a Santa Claus silhouette. It actually has like the face and the hat and the beard and all that, but I was just gonna do the main part, like the silhouette, from some red, and I have some trees I was going to do from green, but I didn't have any of that this time, so I'll go through my scraps and I'll use my scraps for those. Now let's look at what we can do with the white that we didn't use, the back part that we cut off. Now we're to these card backs, and like I said, most of them have writing on the other side, whether it's the sentiment from the inside and also people's signatures. But there's usually an area that is not written on. And I'm just going to kind of flip this over and cut that off. And so I have this piece of, it's really just like cardstock. Now I'm going to be using washi tape for this. If you weren't using washi tape, if you were using something more solid, then the writing doesn't matter. I did play around with, using it over the writing, and the only washi tape that I had was this glitter, and I think I bought it on clearance, I think at the Dollar General, and even like some of this, not all of it would even work. Some of it's Scotch, I don't know what the other is, but even some of the colors, you can still read the writing through. So if you got some real thick glitter, if you got real thick washi tape, then hey, you're good. It's just cardstock. You can tape over it, and then once you tape over it, you can use your Thinlit and cut out your tag. So kind of was stuck to a glitter one with this. But after I cut it out, I can embellish it with something else. Oh, I even got some Santa stickers. I want to put those. So, oh, it was extra thick. Oh, did it work? Let's see. I may have to run it through again. I may even have to put another shim because this is obviously really thick washi tape. It is glitter, but it's really thick so that it covered up that writing. Let me grab another shim. And so this is just an extra layer. This is one of the cutting boards from the Dollar Tree that I've cut up. Oh goodness, let's tie it. Let's see. Oh, I may break it on camera. Okay, I'm gonna go back there now. Whew, I don't want to break it. If that didn't work, then I'll just use my scissors to trim up what I need. Oh, it did not work. So there was a fail. Well, hold on. Did it? It kind of worked. I think it's just the washi tape, y'all. It is so thick. Oh, it's kind of going. Okay. Kind of had to punch it out. Let's see if it worked on this side. And if I have to trim it up, remember I do that on some of my tags. So, well, that was a fail. But if you have some different washi tape, it may work better. It's not real neat. But wouldn't that be cute? I don't really have anything right here, but different embellishments. Oh, watch this, y'all. I actually took these off another card that a card maker gave me, and I saved them. Look at this. They were these 3-dimensional shapes. Perfect. And I had to take them off, and I want to reuse them and put into my hole. And look at that tag now. Still have to trim it up. See, I kind of had to just tear that around. But putting the washi tape on before I cut out the tag, it kind of seals that washi tape on. I don't know if you have any trouble getting your washi tape to stick, or maybe it's just because mine is usually bought on clearance, and I don't use it a lot, so it gets old. But I felt like that little stitch around it would seal it. And I did rub it down really good. But, okay, I'm pretty tickled with that. And I'll have to remember that I got 2 more of these ornaments stuck right here from me. So I also did, this was just some white. I put down just 1 layer of washi tape. I only used the white, so because this washi tape is kind of clear. This one I layered, just stacked a bunch of washi tape on top and then cut it out. So I've seen that done for card backs. Again, I had to use just the white part because this washi tape was see-through. Alright, so I got this. And let's see, well that one really won't fit. Oh, let's do a ticket. Let's do a ticket. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a ticket. And then actually this is really pretty back here. It's kind of a bluish, snowy kind of thing. And let's see if I can put these snowmen on it. Or not snowman, goodness. These polar bears. And I could just I could just stack these over top of each other. Or if I had a similar washi tape, let's see if that will work. Yeah, look at that. I think that will be cute. I'm going to push it all the way to one end. I don't know that I will be able to get a tag. Let's see. No, if I had gone all the way to the end, I might have could have got another tag, but I kind of tore it off early. But you are seeing the live trial and error here, and things, the good, the bad, and the ugly of this. So I'm going to go through my card backs now and just see what of them that I can reuse as just white cardstock and make tags on. And I may not make all tags. I may, I don't have to use them for Christmas. I could use them for something else. Maybe I will just cut off the white and save it for just embellishments. Now this card, goodness gracious, I'm just going to cut. So I kept the envelope on this, and I'm going to show you why. my address is on it, so I'm cutting it off camera. But look at this stamp. Do y'all save stamps? I save stamps on a general basis, but then especially at the holidays. Look at that. That's so cute. And then this was on the envelope, so I'm going to save that. Oh shoot, I kind of tore it. I don't know that I can get a circle. Let's see if I can get my circle punch in here. But these are embellishments that I could use on these. Shoot, I'm just not working out today. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. It kind of tore at the bottom anyway, so cute. Now, also on this envelope, the back of the envelope had this pretty red like flap. I'm going to go ahead and cut down this stamp. Okay, so the back of the envelope also, you know, I told you the flap, but then also the back of the envelope, the whole thing was red. So I pulled out that Santa Claus thinlet. Oh, my kids are running up and down the steps. I think they're actually going to shoot a gun here in a second, so you may hear that. So I pulled out those. I've got a thinlet set that's these little tags. I usually use this mitten and just cut off the top part. This is a Christmas ornament. So I think I'm going to use some of these. I mean, this is very thin, so this would not want to be a tag by itself. But definitely I can make some embellishment. I think this is really pretty paper. And even though I'm just doing the Santa outline, that is enough to get the, oh, is it going to work? Yep, it's kind of thin, so that little piece. But look at that. If I, well, just if I put that on a tag. How cute is that? Even add, ooh, I could add a little rhinestone maybe for a nose or for up there. So very cute. And then here's the little mitten. And like I said, typically I just cut off this. I don't use it as a tag. I think they're kind of small, these as a tag. So I just cut off. So I have a little mitten. So I have some more of this to use, and then I have the whole back of that to use. And then, so this card just kept giving and giving. This is the same one that I got this. Remember, it had the little dog in the car, and I just kept on trying to get it all. The back, or sorry, yeah, the inside of the card had this. So I fussy cut it. I got this out of the envelope. Here was the tag. What was the puppy? Here's the puppy dog I got. So I'm still getting all these little embellishments from it. I've got the Santa Claus, got the mitten. This is the back of the card. So you can see where I cut out the little Santa sack. This is the back of the card. Now, I want that. I don't want it to be a tag because it's going to have something on the back. But let me find, I think I have a circle. And I'm going to cut that out. And then I think this will be also cute as my little Santa Claus. Now, I think some keys would be cute too. If you've ever heard of like Santa's keys. Those would be cute. Is that too big? Yeah, that's going to be the closest I have. So let's cut out some more Santas and then some more mittens out of this. And like I said, this is the back of the card. So even though I cut those off first, I did not discard them. And in the past, usually I just throw them out. But look at this pretty cardstock. And since I'm going to use these as embellishments, it doesn't matter if there is writing on the back. So that's got a little bit of writing. But how cute is that? You can tell these are really nice Christmas cards. So, and again, these are not going to be the tags themselves, but I can put these on other tags, just some plain tags that I've cut out of scraps or like craft. Yeah. All right, so I'll cut more of those. Let's see what else still I've got. All right, now this one is blue. This one has that nice star right there. I think, I could even do the mitten on the star, but I think I'm going to do, I could do an ornament on that star. Look at that. Now this is blue. I could do some snowflakes. That's another good thing to do with your white is to do snowflakes. So I do have some thinlets that are snowflakes. So I'm going to do some of those. Do I want to do blue mittens? I could. What else do I have? I don't want to do a blue Christmas tree, but y'all don't want to see everything. So let's cut this and let's see what that scar looks like. That's really what I'm excited about. But this is just like blue cardstock. Nah, didn't really get it lined up that well, but that's okay. Still, that would be a cute ornament. Now I have a topper for this too that I can cut out of gold or silver, or I can use my washi tape and make something gold and silver, and then, you know, cut the little topper out and glue it on if I want to get that detail. So some white. Now snowflakes, I do have trouble with my the little dot sticking to my thing. And if you do, just take a scraper and do that. I'm gonna flip this over now too. Sometimes it starts bowing just like a mat, and you just flip it over. But man, I've used this. I use it a lot. Okay, so let's try some snowflakes. I don't know that I've used these a whole lot, but I mean, I got tons of white, and snowflakes are white. But like I said, I don't know if I've used these a whole lot. So here we go. You're going to see me succeed or fail right here on camera. Feels like the tension's about right. These are some I got from like Ally Express though, so never know. Okay, that one stuck, but it did mean it cut all the way through. Yeah, I just have to poke out those little holes. Cute. So it's always something I can add. You know, you could even just add this as an embellishment. Think about that. Ooh, think about, you could add like this is a tag and that on top of it, layer it. And I know I haven't got all those out, but look at that. The ideas, the dimension that we're adding there. Okay, I got a little excited about that, sorry. Let's see. Let's see if this one comes out. And you know, sometimes I got these together, but sometimes one will work good and one won't. And somebody else that may buy the same one, it may be opposite. But sometimes I just think they're not conducive to die cutting. And you know, I could probably get some more things out of that, but I don't have one of those little roller things, but that one punched out very good. Oh. Now that one, well, I don't have a hole. This one had the nice little holes at the corner, you know, if you want to tie it on, but I can still tie it on there. So let's do the same thing here. You know, if I tied it on, that would still be super cute, y'all. Super cute. Super cute. That's my new word. All right. Let's see. You can even cut out some words. I have some jolly and some ho-ho. Ho-ho. Yeah. But let's see if I got any more cute backgrounds. There's a navy. Oh, look at the back of this. Now, again, I can't use this as tags because it's got, you know, the writing on the back. But look at that manger scene. And I could do that. I don't want to do it on Santa. I could do it. No, that won't fit. I mean, I could just cut it out. I could frame it. I haven't done these yet, but wouldn't some jars? I don't know that in a jar would look cute. Maybe get a snow globe. Oh, I actually have some frames that are like picture frames. Let's see. Those actually make the frame, so I don't want to cut the whole thing out. Like that. Or like that. And I can just take my die cut. Oh wait, let's see my punch. A circle punch. There we go. Let's do that. And I did get the circle punch at the thrift store, so sometimes it doesn't punch. Look at that. It's beautiful. And I still have that pretty blue that I can do something else out of. Even snowflakes out of that. So I've got that. The rest of this, it looks like, is just white. But look at all that white cardstock that I have things to do with. Sometimes I have had them before where it would have like some gold foil and it makes some really cute patterns on things. So there we go. I'm working on some embellishments now, and I'm just super excited. Now this year I really am going to do this because I'm going to sit down with all my tags I made last year, the tags I'm making this year, and I'm going to go ahead and add string to them. And I have been buying up string. So I bought this, is this Dollar General last year after Christmas, and I paid like hardly nothing for it. And I've got 2 of these. I've also got a big spool up there that I got at the thrift store. This I think came from the Dollar Tree in a pack. This is the red, and I found this at the thrift store for 50 cents. It's got the silver in it. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add strings to all my cards. And then, y'all, I did go clearance shopping today, and look at what I found at the Dollar General. Now, Dollar Tree normally has these for $1.25, but these were $1 at the Dollar General, and they were 50% off today. I went ahead and bought what I found instead of waiting till they went more, because I thought this would be the perfect thing to put my tags in to gift them next year. So I went to a couple of Dollar Generals. I only found these at one though. Maybe I'll find some more. If not, like I said, Dollar Tree does have them all the time, or even just some boxes, or even bags. You don't have to package them even. But I really enjoy using my tags. My kids enjoy picking out special tags for presents and gift bags, and having a lot, then you can pick something that matches. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. See you later.